Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to English class. Today, interesting class you are gonna have. So, today we are going to learn a story. I hope you all love the stories, right? So, the story's name is Let's Help Each Other. Let's help each other. So, you know what is help? When your friend needs any thing like pencil or eraser, you are offering her if you have a two pencil or two eraser. This is called the help. When someone needs something, you are offering to someone, it is called the help. So everyone in this world must have this character that is helping each other. So let's we see what is the thing in the story you are gonna learn in the story. So remember, listen the story carefully. Why? Because you have to tell me the moral of the story. Okay. So listen carefully. So listen. Long ago, years ago, something like that. Okay. Once upon a time. So usually the story begins once upon a time, right? So that is the long ago. In a small hut in a forest. You know what is hut? So hut is a small house. Okay. So it does not made with the stones. Okay. It's just made with the palm leaves. Okay. Palm tree leaves. Okay. So that is a hut in a forest. So you could see there is a small hut in a forest. There lived an old sage and teacher. So in that small hut there is a person who is a sage living in the forest. Tell me what is sage? It's a wise person. What is meant by sage? It's a wise person. What is wise? Clever. So, what is sage? A wise person, clever person. So, he is a teacher. Many young boys came to stay with him and study. So, you know, like you, young boys, you are all young boys, young girls, right? Like at your age, okay, at your age, the boys, only boys, okay, came to stay with him and study. So, they all came to forest and they just stay with him in a hut for years. After many years of studying, so how many years you are studying in the school? 12 years. And then 14 years you study, no, LKG to 12th. Okay, 14 years, and then you move to higher education, right? So here after many years of studying they would return home. So for few years they will spend time with the sage in a hut. Okay, and then they will return back to their home. So here a new group of students would come. A new group of students would come. So when if you pass, now you are third standard, right? So actually you came from the second standard. So if you come from the second standard, again the new group of students will come to second standard from first standard, right? தேர்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் நீ போயிட்ட அப்படின்னா அப்போ செகண்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்டில் யார் இருப்பா? ஃபஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் படித்தவங்க வருவாங்க. ஸோ லைக் தட் here some young boys will study. If they go to home, then some other young boys will come to study. Okay, so this is the first. Next, once a new group of boys came to live with the teacher. So now new group of boys arrived to study, okay, with the teacher. They were a naughty bunch. So okay, they were a naughty bunch. They are all very naughty boys. Okay, so some group of people, no, group means okay, there's a bunch. Okay, they were a naughty bunch. Especially these four boys were always fighting with each other. See, there are four boys always fighting with each other. The sage, who is a sage? Teacher. The sage tried to teach them that it was not a nice thing to do, he said. We are all children of God. We must not fight. So many times the sage tried to tell them it is not a good thing. Fighting with each other, it is not a good thing. Tell me, if you fighting with someone, does all the teacher, does your class teacher will be quiet? Definitely she will come and convince both of you, right? So here also the teacher tried to tell them that you are all children of God. நீங்கள் எல்லாம் கடவுளுடைய குழந்தைகள். So you should not fight with each other. But the boys did not listen to him. So whatever the sage tells to these 4 boys, the 4 boys never hear the sage. Always they fight each other. They never listen to the teacher. One day, the wise teacher decided to teach them a lesson. So many days he told to the boys, don't fight, this is not a good thing. We are all children of God. It is not correct way, he said, but never they listened to the teacher. So he decided, he planned to teach them a lesson. He called them and said, today we will not study. We will have fun. Today we will not study. We will have fun. I have arranged a feast for you. What is it? Feast for you. What does it mean, feast? A special meal. A special meal. What is meal? It's a food. Meal is a food, okay? So here the teacher told, today we are not going to study. We will have some fun today. Okay, so something we are going to just play. Okay, I have arranged a feast for you. So I have arranged a food for you, special meal for you. What is meant by meal? Food. The boys were excited. What is meant by excited? They are so happy about it. Oh my God, special meal. See, if your mother is preparing your favorite dishes, how you feel? You are so happy to eat, right? You are waiting to eat your favorite food. Like that, these boys are also very excited to eat the special meal. They ran to the river for a bath and were back soon. So just they ran very fast to the river and they take a bath and they come back to the hut very soon because they excited to eat, no? Yes. They met their teacher inside the hut. So the boys entered into the hut. The teacher is inside the hut. The teacher asked them to sit in a row. So you know what is row? So in a bench, 4 or 3 people will sit in your class, right? Do you remember your class atmosphere? So how will you sit in the bench with your friends? So in each bench 3 or 4 will sit. No, that is called the row. Okay. So let me tell you, after this slide I will tell you what is row clearly with the picture. Okay. So he placed a banana leaf in front of each one of them. So he placed a banana leaf. So if we have a function or we are eating the special food, we definitely use the banana leaf, right? You could see in the marriage time all the people using only the banana leaf, right? So he just spread the banana leaf in front of each one of them. He then served them hot, delicious food. So what does mean by delicious? Tasty. What does mean by delicious? Tasty. So he served the hot and tasty food, delicious food. There were 3 varieties of rice. So how many varieties of rice? 3 varieties of rice and 2 vegetable dishes. So see, 3 varieties of rice means lemon rice, tamarind rice, then curd rice, like that. Okay. 2 vegetable dishes means like some vegetables like lady's finger, beetroot, carrot, something like that. Two kind of vegetable dishes. And what is meant by gheer? It is a sweet dish made of rice, milk and sugar. That sweet name is gheer, and 2 other kinds of sweets. The boys were thrilled. What is thrilled? Very happy and excited to eat the varieties of rice, 2 vegetable dishes, then gheer and also some other kinds of sweets. So what is meant by gheer? a sweet dish made of rice, milk, and sugar. And what is meant by thrilled? Very happy and excited. So this is the row they are sitting like this. This is the row, man. Like this only you are sitting in your bench, no? In each bench. So this is the row. So could you see the banana leaf in front of them? Yes. You could see the 3 varieties of rices and 2 varieties of vegetable dishes and ghee, right? And some other things are there, they are showing in the picture. We could not see it very clarity. Okay, it's a clip art only. Okay. So this is the row. So here you could see that teacher is doing something in all their right hands, right? Let me see what happens next. Before they could eat, so what happens before they could eat? The teacher tied a long thick stick to the right hand of each boy. So we have seen in that picture, no? So the teacher was tying the long thick stick in all of the right hand. Okay, so before they could eat. Now you may eat, but use only the right hand, he said. So after the teacher tied the stick with their right hand, he said to all the 4 boys, now you can start to eat, but you have to use only right hand to eat. So now the boys picked up the food. Yes, they picked the food, but their hands could not reach their mouth. See, remember, you try yourself. Okay, just think. Your hands, right hand is tied with a long stick. Okay, just keep your hands straight. Okay, you can pick the food right from the floor, but could you reach your mouth? Keep straight your hand. You should not bend your hand. Okay, could you reach your mouth? You could not, right? Like here also, the boys could not reach their mouth. The stick would not let them bend their elbows. Dear students, you know what is elbows? See your shoulder and your wrist. Wrist, do you first what is wrist? Wrist, you wear watch, no? That place is the wrist. So, shoulder and wrist between, you bend your hand, no? கை மடக்குவே இல்லையா, அந்த கை மடக்கிற இடம் தான் elbow. Okay, so they could not bend the elbow. How they could? Because they tied with the stick, no? It could not allow them to bend their elbow. அந்த stick வந்து கையை மடக்க விடாது இல்லையா? So that's what happened here. They could smell the wonderful food. They could see it before them, but they could not eat it. See, they could smell the wonderful food. They could see the food. It is before them. It is in front of them, but they could not eat it. They were very upset. Tell me, what is upset? So upset meaning is sad and angry. See, they could not eat it, so they are sad. They can feel the smell of the wonderful food, but they could not eat, so they are sad and angry. They are so upset. The teacher said, now try to feed the boy next to you. Now what the teacher told her, now you try yourself, take the food and give to the next boy. Give to the next boy, feed the next boy. பக்கத்தில் இருக்க பையனுக்கு ஊட்டி விட சொல்கிறார். The boys tried to do it and found that they could. See, they can take the food, but they cannot reach their mouth. But they can reach to the next boy's mouth, right? Now they were happy. It was messy, but they had fun. Messy means நல்லா இல்லை, பிடிக்கல அந்த மாதிரி. ஓகே, பட் they had fun. பிடிக்கல தான், பட் அவனுக்கு கொடுக்க கொஞ்சம் ஹாப்பியாக ஃபீல் ஆகிடுச்சு. Soon with a lot of laughter, all the boys were feeding each other. கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில் என்னாச்சு, சிரிச்சுக்கிட்டே என்ன பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க, மாற்றி ஊட்டி விட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. They felt like old friends. You know, they are fighting each other, but now they felt like they are old friends. ரொம்ப நாள் பழகுன மாதிரி. When they had eaten their food, the sage untied the sticks from their hands. So after they finished, they finished the food. So now the sage, who is a sage? The teacher, wise person, untied the sticks from their hands. So he untied the sticks. So then the teacher told to everyone, you now know that our hands are best. Our hands are best used to help each other but not to fight with each other. So what the teacher told, our hands are best. Yes, it's right, no? Our hands are best used to help each other. So when our hands are best to help each other. So when our hands are not best, when you fight with each other. So this is what the teacher told to the boys. So I hope all of you have learned today that there is a better way to treat each other. So now all you have understood, the teacher told. Have you all, the four boys there, no? So he just asking to the boys. You have all understand that you should help others but not fight with others. It is the better way to treat others. It is the better way to treat others. The student hung their heads in shame. The students hung their heads in shame. என்னாச்சு? அவங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருச்சு, மற்றவங்களுக்கு நம்ம ஹெல்ப்பாக தான் இருக்கணும், தொந்தரவாக இருக்கக்கூடாதுங்கிறது அவங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிச்சு. ஸோ அவங்க செஞ்ச தப்புக்காக என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணாங்க? ரொம்ப பேடாக ஃபீல் பண்ணாங்க, ஷேமாக ஃபீல் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ என்னாச்சு? தலையை கீழே தொங்க போட்டுட்டாங்க. நம்ம ரொம்ப இப்போது when your teacher scold you, you have done the wrong thing. So how will you react to your teacher when the teacher is scolding you? You will look down, right? அப்படி கீழே குனிஞ்சிக்கிட்டே அப்படியே சேடாக ஷேமாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுவேன் இல்லையா? So like that, the students hung their heads in shame and promised never to fight again. So, and the four boys promised to the teacher, we will never fight with each other again. We will be a good friends hereafter. So now, my dear students, I hope you are clear with your stories. Am I right? See, don't hear the story only one time. May not be you listened in the half. Okay, so just listen at least thrice or twice. Only then you will be clear about the moral of the story. So it's your duty today to read this lesson. Let's help each other lesson and tell me what is the moral of the story. So are you clear with the story? If you want to know, then you can listen twice or thrice. Okay, just record your voice. Okay, for the moral, record your voice. Don't read the full lesson record. Read yourself, but moral of the story, you send it at the record. Okay, thank you students.